What's up, Cards Chat? Jeff Gross here, and I want to talk with you a little bit about the different various tools, coaching sites, studying opportunities there are now. It's a little bit overwhelming. There's so many places. There's so many tools, whether it's a coaching site or a charts and hands and how to study and what's the best way. So I guess my biggest advice to you, and I will be having on my website, jeffgrosspoker.com, a coaching tab where I do kind of explore and break down the different sites and what they offer and how they're different. My biggest advice is to find what works for you. It may be someone's voice. It might be the way they tell their story. There's certain different areas of the world that these courses are from. I mean, myself, I have worked with, and I'm primarily focused on Razor Edge. Now, I could just rattle off a dozen. Patrick Leonard was just on my podcast the other day. He's got the pads on pads through Run It Once. There's Upswing Poker. There's the DTO training, which is not necessarily a course, but it's a way of studying. There is Odin, which is a new tool. I know there's another big one coming out with Hybrid. There is Poker Code, Fedor Holtz. There's Ryan LaPlante has a course as well, Pro Poker, learning. There's so many tools. We got Chances and Fox, and they got their program as well. And it's just chip leader coaching. There's so many options. So I guess my biggest thing would be, advice-wise, is to find a player or a product that you think speaks to you. Take a little sample in it. They got free material on YouTube. They have stuff on Twitch. They got, you take a look at their socials, see who do you like, how do they explain, what fits for you, what style works for you, and realize if you're going to invest a lot of time, 30, 40, 100, 200 hours of studying and working and learning, you want to make sure that you like their voice, their method, their demeanor, and you want to get to know them as well as possible before you dive in, because it is overwhelming. And I will say myself, from experience, I focused on one or two, and I'm always looking to get better. I always want to learn more, and time's important. Time is valuable, and you want to do something that is going to be useful for yourself. And honestly, a lot of the information, I haven't done every course, and I can't analyze every part of it. I can just tell you that, listen, when you're talking about Ben CB, Patrick Leonard, Doug Polk, Phil Galfond, Chance Kornuth, Ryan LaPlante, Fedor Holtz, these guys know their stuff, right? They're successful. They've crushed it. They are experts in their field, and they're giving you their playbook. They're giving you the most information they can. They've kind of made their money. They've had their success in poker. They're sort of segueing into other areas. And you might say, why are they giving up so much information? Why are they doing this? Well, listen, they've won the biggest tournaments. They've conquered the game, and now they have a way where they can reach the masses. They have a network. They have a following, and they're sharing their tips, tricks, and secrets and styles on how they play. Because guess what? Even if you were to watch one of these guys, all their stuff, and master it and get it, you're just going to help you. But it doesn't mean if you sit down with Ben CB or Fedor Holtz, you're just going to beat them or expose them. No, now you have the same information that they have. They probably are still more of an expert than you at this, because just watching something once or twice or looking at some examples doesn't make you in practice be able to do it. So, I think there's a lot of misconception about that, and why are people giving that away? But, and they're kind of capitalizing on the hard work and their resumes that they've done. So I guess that would be, again, my advice to you is about where to go. Have a good idea of who you're going to work with in terms of the way they teach, the way they practice, and the way they are able to kind of connect with you, and then pick one of those and give it a try. Do some of their free material, watch some of their YouTube videos, watch some of their testimonials on their site, and then dive in and get going. And again, there's a lot of free information out there. It's not, you don't have to sign up, you don't have to buy a course, you don't have to invest a lot of money to get better. And there's so much information material out there, and maybe even just take bits and pieces of a few, and then if you want to dive in, go to the next level and make a purchase on one of those courses and whatnot. But that's what I recommend you guys. I hope this helps you. Please let me know which coaching product or course you do end up using, or if you've used one, and give me some feedback on if you like it or not, and what works for you. So I hope that helps, and I wish you guys the best in your poker path, your journey of studying and improving. And I think it's one of the most beautiful games, and something that we all can get better all the time. Even the top player in the world is constantly staying up with population tendencies and learning and growing, and I think it's safe to say we all have a lot of room to grow and get better. So let me know what you think, and I will see you guys on Twitch. And also, you can always ask me anything in the Cards Chat forum, and I get to those as much as possible, and I see some great questions there. So I'll see you guys very soon.